there at Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. And off we go from the Windy City. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
And he's not going to get too far tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot that they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. They get 18 on the pitching catch. First down, Chicago.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing again, Williams. Right back to Moore. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, he's able to get back on it, so not only will it not be a turnover, but in fact, the drive keeps going. It's a first down. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case...
And he will get into the end zone! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears! Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Devontae Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bears have it. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stopping with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cowboys offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Left side, caught by Lamb. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Prescott. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Pickens, first catch, and that's good for a first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now it's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5. They'll go again with Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
On third down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the first down.
Williams gets it on the draw, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 4. It's another run here for Williams. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down mark. They're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with third and 1. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on third and short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Pistol now for Prescott. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it first and 10 at their own 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. He's taken down just shy of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it will wind up being a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the left side, he's got Komet, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. There goes Swift. First down and more. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it'll be second and goal.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Out to his right, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. Needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. He'll knock him down just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Cowboys.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 12 was nice last time, so they get it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. following this. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd and 6. Prescott now. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Offensively landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Get this complete to Tolbert. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Jake Ferguson, touchdown Cowboys.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. Cowboys get back in it. It is 21-7. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. just going to run it here up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hanson and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. This last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. By Tolbert, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
A throw on the move is caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys draw closer here. It's 21-14. Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Dante Fowler there to make the tackle.
Tackle made by Dante Fowler. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5. They'll go again with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. There's no real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 4. Operating from the shotgun is the pass rush gets home and he goes down.
Big time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
On third down, it's Williams. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a 1-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on fourth down.
On fourth down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Torrey Taylor, to punt. Back deep to receive the explosive Cavante Turpin. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this first and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And mark him down up beyond the 30. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He'll step up and run, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 38 now, here's second and 3. To throw is Prescott. Quick shot, caught by Colbert on the slant. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up second down at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second and 5. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good work down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dallas.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help them at all.
Now the 2nd down throw for Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Jack. He takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Williams. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And it'll be brought down past the 25. A decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. No time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides. Swift. Room to run at the 40. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here is 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
At the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. A run with Swift. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop. And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.